Hey, what's going on, guys? My mic was muted there. Today, I'm gonna complete this. I'm gonna beat 2 games of domination, and I'm gonna complete the new Flash challenges. The new Flash 2. I'm done with Flash 1. So we're gonna complete these, and I'm gonna complete the 2 domination games. I pretty much set out a guide on how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do the Kings and the Hawks first. And Bulls, I'm going to do in a breakout game. And Grizzlies, I still got a player that I got to get, so I'm going to do that in a breakout game too. But Hawks and Kings, I'm going to do in one. And then get these challenges with the points done as well. So I'm going to get Robertson's career high and Levert's career high. I'm going to get both those done in domination games. And then Jaren Jackson Jr. and Williams, I'm going to do in breakout. So I'll do the Grizzlies and Bulls in a full lineup game. But yeah, I think I pretty much got this figured out. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then also I'm gonna try to open this up right here. Whenever I already got one opal. I don't know how many of these I can get. It says limit 1, but I opened one the other day that also said limit 1, so I don't know if it's like 1 daily or my game just glitched or something. But I'm gonna try to get that. Hopefully it don't glitch itself out and like I lose it again. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. They got these new flashbacks out. I'm not opening any of them because it's just VC only. I don't feel like grinding out triple threat or triple threat. I don't feel like grinding out my career and getting VC to do that. But anyway, let's get into these games. I'm gonna go into Nick's rookie difficulty, and I think I already have it saved. Yeah, and we have to do what now? Challenges. We have to do Kings. Okay, win a game with 13 Kings players. And we have to get 56 points with the Kings point guard. So Keon Ellis is who I'm going to use for that. Let me see here. Yeah, Keon Ellis. Let me just make sure it's all Kings players too, so I don't get myself screwed. Because I hit like whatchamacallit, autofill with all Kings players. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I'm pretty sure all Kings are in there. But no, I hit it with all Bulls and it only filled out my my starting 5. It didn't fill out my bench. But I think it's because I didn't have another point guard, so I didn't put them all in there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play this, and let's get 56 points with Keon Ellis. Should be pretty simple. I'm gonna try to get all these challenges done today. Yeah, let's just get this done. Let's get that opal. We're gonna try to get 3 challenges done in this game. The Kings players, the 56 points, and the domination. We can't get the domination done because we gotta play another game, obviously, but yeah. I'm gonna try to play more of this domination, but just to get the MT. I don't really care about getting the cards at the end game. Like, I just want the MT. Wherever I get is wherever I get.
Fans, thanks for joining us.
But yeah.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. So the New York starting 5, the big men on the floor for them, Anunoby and Randall. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Hart in at the small forward. Caspi is out there with Williamson.
Oh no, Keanu was released.
Then there's Christie.
Okay.
And it's Villar.
That's not too bad.
Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him
open
looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brunson finds Hart.
Come on.
Back to Brunson. Villar with the rebound. Ball's loose. Stolen.
Yeah, now let's just got the ball stolen.
Brunson the pass to Randall.
Oh.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Alright, bet. Wait, Zion's on the Kings?
Bridges against Christie. No good on the triple.
Oh wait, no, that's not Zion. What am I talking about, bro?
3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on
Oh,
quarter
no,
threes
this is going to be
the
a
last
hard
couple
challenge to get
seasons.
56
So
points.
OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Come on, bro.
Outside for Randall.
Yeah, shoot that 3, Julius.
He clangs that one off the back
Was
iron,
it 2?
and down it falls. Brunson against Ellis. The three-pointer is right on target. Ellis has got 6 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling
that.
as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm
Oh,
early,
we got 9 points
watch
already.
out. Yeah, he makes it look so easy
Oh,
out
no.
there. The game comes naturally to him.
So I'm just standing around in the paint.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
It's always good if you have a center that can shoot threes or tries to shoot threes, because they're going to most likely miss if they're an emerald.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
I'm going to shoot it.
The pass to Brunson. Over Ellis. And the Knicks miss again.
The hardest one is probably going to be getting the blocks with the
and the 3 ball is good.
Grizzlies power forward, I think it
We're
was.
seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game.
Oh,
with
come
a
on,
big
man.
offensive push.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
I'm not taking Keon Ellis out of this game until I get 56 points.
The right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson. To end the run, it's
Oh, my bad.
drive, and Randall throws it down.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
Is this far in or? Yeah. E.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. There's Ellis with the 3 ball.
What is wrong, Ellis,
It's
bro?
rebounded by New York. 10 points separating the teams. Here's Hart. They get it again and block the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
Back up.
Ellis against Hart. Shots good by Ellis. Ellis has got 18 points in the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Anunoby to the middle. Here's Randall. Bullar with the rebound. Bullar's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ellis surveying the D. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ellis has got 21 in the
Perfect.
game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Uh-oh.
What I love about his
Dang.
three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Ellis following the score by New York. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 24.
Bet we're almost half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Come on now.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Julius Randle.
Get them over here by the paint.
For OG Anunoby.
What?
And it's Dante
Oh, illegal screen,
DiVincenzo
perfect.
in for Bridges.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more.
Wait.
We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for Hart, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Miles McBride. Now here's Payne. The pass to Achua. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. Drills it from outside.
He's a 30 to
Ellis has
56.
got
That's
30.
great.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo against Christie. Outside for Robinson. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Oh, he's
Shooting
frustrated
in the
there.
last
You know
3.
he wanted to come right back with the 3
Nope.
of his own.
And that's it for
That
the
would have
first
been nice
quarter.
if we
It's
got
been
one
a
there.
very lopsided game.
We only need 26 points.
The Chicago Bulls and so far
I
through
think,
one
yeah,
quarter, it's been
26.
a lopsided game.
So we
We'll
need.
see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets
Wait,
before
what?
the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Ugh, I know it's coming.
On the court
Dang.
for the Knicks, they've got Cameron Payne. Achua is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
I can't.
Here's Ellis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Cool.
Ellis has got 33.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
I'm over here in the
Here's
paint.
Kolek. He's guarded by Ellis, and it's
What?
a defensive 3-second violation.
Oh, come on, man.
They have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game, and the technical free throw is good.
You know, it was
He's
3
checked in
seconds.
for New York. And so it's New York with it to the left wing. Some nice passing by New York here. They get it back.
Bro, Sam,
And
you're a
he
meme,
jams
bro.
it with authority.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not
Don't be a meme.
everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Well, what a half he's had. He has
Thank
completely
you.
warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Drains the
Oh,
three-pointer.
20. Oh, we only,
Ellis
what?
has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've
19,
just had the better
no,
shot
I
selection.
don't know.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
New York calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Brunson finds Hart. This one for
Let's shoot
3.
it.
And it's Brunson missing. Ellis against Brunson. Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got 42 in the game.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Anunoby. They need this. The shot off that time. Good D by Williamson. Ellis with it. Brunson picks him up. Ellis, that's good. Ellis has got 45 points.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
Here's Brunson. And the Knicks miss again.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
The quick look, no good that time.
And when you can't
Man, I
get
don't know. Do I? No.
anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Villar with the rebound. Villar's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ellis with it. Hart covering. Lets it go with a 3. Shots good by
Let me check
Ellis.
something.
Ellis has got 51.
I'm even gonna play defense here, bro. I gotta look at something real quick.
Heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide
Wait,
open
access.
from
Oh,
beyond the arc.
doesn't even matter.
And he saw a lane, and Brunson decides to challenge it. Doesn't take but a sliver of daylight for him to be aggressive.
First trip to the line for him here.
Alright, no, we're good. We're good. I just had to check something real quick. Okay.
No good on the second free throw. Ellis outside. Jacks up a three.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound. Shoots the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ellis has got 50.
Wait. Alright. I had to just check that really quick. Alright. Let's go back to this game.
Spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Brunson outside.
We only need, what, one more three-pointer?
Back to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Randall's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. From deep, Ellis. It's rebounded by.
Yep, you know what happens when they say from deep and they got no stamina? That ball ain't going in at all.
To go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the
Boom,
play.
done.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And you know, he's going to
Nope, no, don't. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to call a timeout.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there
Whatever.
for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Simmons, now we'll put in Bogdanovich. Darren Fox, and we'll put in Simmons, because why not?
Both teams will make substitutions. First free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
See what Darren Fox can do, or actually, let's use Bogdanovich.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3.
Okay, he's got an alright release.
Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Randall has got the ball here for New York. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And McBride gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Drops in the
Dude,
tray.
keep shooting threes. Look at the score.
Randall's got 9. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Fires from deep. And Bogdanovic gets it again from
Bogdan.
deep.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
And so And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bogdanovic out there at Fox. Then it's Simmons. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Next time I call a timeout, then I'll put in my other players.
Dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And for the Knicks, the big man on the floor for him,
Oh,
Gabe
that
and
was my
Randall.
problem.
Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the 3. And here's Bogdanovic for 3.
Uh-oh.
Julius Randle
Yeah.
with the rebound. Bridges outside. Here's
Just
Brunson.
shoot.
Sweet little floater.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. The 3 from Bogdanovic. And it's Bogdanovic again missing. And the Knicks with possession here. Hart kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Anunoby. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. The 3 from Simmons drills the three-pointer. Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense. Outside, Bogdanovic. Back to
I could use those
Fox.
XP tokens. I really
There's
don't
the
want to
3.
though right now.
And there's Bogdanovic. That's good on the assist by Fox.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react,
touched it.
but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. So, New York going with almost an entire new group here. The 3 from Bogdanovic. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute
Bye-bye.
their offense.
Yeah, to put together this
I just hate how the clock
performance
stops. It's like, that does not
opens
need
the
to happen,
floor
dude. I'm
on
trying to
the
get out of
road.
this game.
It's impressive. Payne
Shoot.
passes to Sims. Back to Payne. Out left to the wing. Sims inside. Sabonis is
Wing.
there. Pass to Hart. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. New York, no good that time either. Hart's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hart against Simmons. Sabonis kicks to Simmons. From deep, sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution. Sims inside, defended by Sabonis. Nice D from Sabonis. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. The Knicks pull it in. 1:32 left to play in the third. Payne can't hit. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Payne's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Fox from outside. And they recover it. And staying with the play, Sabonis.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
A nice shot by Simmons.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Bogdanovich. They could use a bucket. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. A 3 from Simmons.
I don't know why I do that now. The clock's gonna stop. It's taking a few seconds.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
It'll count. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Yeah, now
the 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The Bulls delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment
with the
to
Bulls.
bring up our
Oh, I forgot. I think I have
assist
random
of the
stuff
game.
on there.
and he sliced the D wide open with this feed.
I'm just gonna
and
hold
no
the ball.
chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fox is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's DeRozan. Then it's Simmons. And it's Sabonis in at the center. Fox, no
Dang,
good.
wish we were rebounding.
DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Here's DiVincenzo.
Make sure my phone ain't on 98. No, it's on 99.
Over in the corner, McBride. Shoots over DeRozan. McBride's shot is off. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Outside, Fox. DeRozan in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. DeRozan's got his first points of the game.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
DiVincenzo passes to Robinson. Down low, here's McBride. Good work defensively by Fox. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
DeRozan surveying the D. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got 24 points.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
That one good for 2.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Outside, Fox. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Can't let this game just float by and end.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
I should turn my mic off right now.
The bonus. In the corner, Simmons with it. Offensive rebound. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside, Simmons. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Simmons got 18 points now here in the second half. Outside, Robinson. Back to McBride. Pass to Bates Diop. Here's Kolek, guarded by Simmons, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
And he makes the first. So for the Knicks, Sims is checked in, and it's Achua in for Dante DiVincenzo. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the pass to Sabonis. And Fox has it in the corner. Outside, Bogdanovich. And he's good on the three ball.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Passes it to Achua. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. The dunk by Achua.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now, here's Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. It's over Payne. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Fox.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Here's Kolek. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loves. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Now the starting group for the visitors. Conley out there with Mike Miller. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, the big men on the floor for them, Anunoby and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. Conley gets the bucket.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Pass to Randall, the 10-footer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Buries the long-range jumper.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
And here's Brunson. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Good work defensively by Conley.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And the Knicks miss again. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Conley gets the bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And here's Brunson. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Takes a 3. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Brunson with a clean look. Misses, and the dry spell continues. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Kept alive. Outside Conley. Launches it. From past the arc. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Conley's got 21 in the game.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
New York calls timeout.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle these guys down right now and get them refocused.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Now here's Payne, covered by Miller. New York, no good that time either. Conley with the 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now, here is Robinson. Slam dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
1:33 left here in the first quarter. Conley for three. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Conley. He's got 27. The 3 ball. Robinson pulls it in. Here's New York. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. A different look for New York. Sims is checked in, and Keita Bates-Diop's subbed in for Cameron Payne. Here's McBride. Still yet to score. Hits it from three-point range.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
Conley surveying the D. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bates-Diop, the pass to McBride. Inside. The shot by Sims, no good. Right side, Conley. Fires the 3. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Mike Conley starting to percolate a little bit here. Look out, defenders.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw drop for DiVincenzo. And he can't hit the second. Outside Conley. The 3. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Minnesota Timberwolves delivering the blowout. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
The big men on the floor for them, Anunoby and Randall. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. And it's Kolek in at the point. They're the group New York will start the second with.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Conley for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 39.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
It's Hart on the wing. Anunoby outside. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Out to Bridges. Offline with his 3. Right side, Conley. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Kolek. His three-pointer's off the mark. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Conley with the 3. It's good from long range. Conley's got 42 in the game.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Here's Kolek. And no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Kolek has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Jackson kicks to Conley for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Conley's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
Tipped away. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Here's Hart, and the layup is good.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Conley for 3. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Conley's got 48.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now here comes Conley leading the break from downtown. A three-pointer is right on target. Conley's got 51.
Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
Brunson against Jackson. The shot's good from Brunson.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Puts up a 3. It's Conley again for 3. Conley's got 54 points.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Launches a 3. And it's Brunson missing. Brunson's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Conley with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Conley's got 57 points.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And Robinson is right there.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Conley against Brunson. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Conley for 3. That shot no good. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Minnesota Timberwolves delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Jackson is out there with Gasol. And it's Conley. Then there's Jackson, and it's Miller in at shooting guard. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. Gasol pulls it in. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson outside. Good work defensively by Conley.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. New York moving the ball around. Here's Miller. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Bridges, no one around him. New York, no good that time either. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Shots good by Miller.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. New York, no good that time either. Conley with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Anunoby against Conley. Passes it to Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And Gasol is a high IQ player, a guy who keeps his eye on the shot clock at all times so he can get off a clean look. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
There's the pass to Anunoby. Trying to end the drought, and he lays it up and in. Anunoby's got his second bucket tonight.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Hard against Jackson. Over in the corner, Conley drills it from outside.
I can see Mike Conley an innate sense for where that shot clock is, and I've got to make a shot, no problem.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Brunson missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Gasol looking around. Back to Miller. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Hart. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. The dish to Bridges. Good D by Miller. Jackson against Randall. Jackson kicks to Gasol. Pass to Miller. There's the triple. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. Passes to Hart. No good on that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Precious Achiuwa, and it's McBride in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Kolek, covered by Conley. To the paint, here's Sims. To the wing right side, and there's the pass to Achiuwa. They grab their own miss. Here's Bates Diop. Gasol with the steal. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Gasol. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Kolek. Now, here's Achua. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Michael Conley. Miller surveying the floor. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Four on the shot clock. Pass to Jackson. Fades back, and that one falls coming off Conley's feed.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Here's McBride. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
McBride's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Conley with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a three.
McBride. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Jackson. And the three ball is good.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kolek, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And here's Gasol outside, drills the three-pointer. Gasol's got 5 points now this quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
It's off his leg. And the officials saying it was kicked. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Knicks. Payne comes in for Miles McBride. 1:24 left in the fourth. Jackson against DiVincenzo. Here's Payne. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. From deep, Gasol. Good on the triple. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Poked loose. Here's Payne. Here's Sims. And Miller with the block. And it's going to go the other way. .52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Conley. Six on the shot clock. On the wing, Jackson. Miller, the pass to Conley. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Gasol. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And I really like to see Gasol go up with the shot immediately after getting the pass. Shows how much confidence he has in himself.
Over to the wing. Now the pass to Bates Diop. The visiting club takes the win on the road.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Now for the visitors, they've got Johnson, and it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. And for New York, inside we'll see Anunoby and Randall. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Hart in at the 3. Now here's Johnson from the arc. The putback, controls the rebound and the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Here's Anunoby. Here's Randall. And no good. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Outside Johnson. There's the 3. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hart. Randall outside. Launches it. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Randall.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Lets it go from deep. Randall pulls down the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Brunson. Randall outside. The shot that time not on target. Johnson for three. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got his third bucket of the night.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Randall. And they're on the break. Launches a three, and Johnson is good for three. Johnson's got 12 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Inside, Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
From deep, Johnson. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
To the paint. Johnson with the defensive effort. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's McBride. And there's a 3-second violation. Haynes checked in for New York. .149 left in the first quarter here. Johnson for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got 21.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Johnson for three. He drops it from range. He's got 24.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Payne. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. New York making a switch here. Bates Diop's checked in. On defense, the visiting team. DiVincenzo on the wing, covered by Johnson. Right side of Chua, 4 on the clock. To stop the run, Gasol grabs the board. Johnson against DiVincenzo. From deep. And Johnson is good for three.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. And a big finish by Robinson.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. They get it back. Johnson for three. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 30.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Payne. For three. And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. The Jazz. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
They've got Johnson, and it's Chalmers in at the point.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
For 3, Randle. New York, again, can't hit.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. That one, no good. Outside Johnson. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 39.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pure from three-point range. Johnson's got 42 in the game.
He's having a remarkable first half from three-point land. He's been dialed in since the moment he stepped on the floor. Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Johnson's got 45 points.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Randle outside. Anunoby passes to Randle. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And the three-pointer goes.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
New York, again, can't hit. Anunoby's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. From deep, Johnson. Johnson on the wing. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 51.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Deflected. 1:46 left in the second quarter. They get the rebound.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Anunoby on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got his second bucket on the night.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Johnson for 3. On target from range.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Bridges feeling it out. Outside Johnson. Knocks down the triple. Johnson's got 57 points.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away, but let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Here's Bates Diop. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Payne. Here's Sims. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Payne against Johnson. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Now here's Payne. The three is up. Can't hit that one. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Inside, we'll see Anunoby and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the three. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Back to Anunoby. Off target with the 3. Anunoby's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Johnson for 3. From behind the arc. The 3 ball. Hits the 3-pointer.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Pass to Hart. 4-3. Anunoby can't get it to go. Anunoby's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Johnson against Bridges. And Johnson is good for 3.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Pass to Randall. Looking to get it going. Fade away. That one off the back iron and out.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Johnson with a bucket.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Hart goes in. Randall outside. Will it go? He buries it from 3. Randall's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you got to have some confidence to fire back like that. Randall with no shortage of confidence.
Johnson with a bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Brunson with it. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Chalmers. Brunson defending. The 3. And that one's good. Chalmers.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Randall can't hit. Johnson against Bridges. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got 15 points here in the second half.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And it's Randall that time on the assist by Brunson.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Johnson for 3. Counted from distance.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Bridges, left side. Tried to cover. It's no good. On the break. Takes the three. Kept alive. Gasol passes to Johnson. Fires for three. Sinks the tray.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 46 seconds left in the third. Bridges misses. Johnson against Brunson. There's the triple. And Johnson is good for three.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Hart. And an Obi for three. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his fourth rebound in this one. Fires the three. Drops in the three. The steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Fires the three. And they'll get another chance. Misses. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass. Flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Johnson, and it's Grant in at the power forward position.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Nails it from 3. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And Gasol with the block. Can he keep it going? The kick out to Johnson. From downtown, drains the triple.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
McBride with it. Johnson on him. And here they come. 3-pointer. Fires in the triple.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
McBride with it. Working on Grant. A shot to stop the run. He got a piece of it, and he recovers it. McBride passes to Achua. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Achua. From outside the arc. And Johnson is good for 3.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, when he's this hot, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's Sims. And Gasol with the block. Outside Johnson. Here's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Achua. Hey, from beyond the arc. New York again can't hit. Outside Johnson. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Sims. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
No debate there. He got hammered.
That free throw misses. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. No good on the second free throw. Outside Johnson. Jacks up a three. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Now here's DiVincenzo. Tight defense on him. Releases. New York again, can't hit.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
From deep, Johnson knocks it down from distance. .107 left to play in the fourth. Johnson against Payne to stop the drought. And Gasol with the block. And they're able to recover. And that one's good. 56 seconds left in the final quarter. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Sims can't get it to go. Johnson with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Lets a three fly, and Johnson is good for three.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Gasol with the block. Fires from deep. Outside Johnson. Lets a three fly. Buries it from three. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Payne. That's short off the rim. Outside Johnson. He connects. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Welcome, Yes, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Trae Young, also Johnson out there, and it's Collins in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. On the perimeter, KCP and Porter Jr., and it's Murray in at the 1.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Gordon down low. Porter the pass to Jokic. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
From deep, Johnson. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Murray passes to Gordon. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time. Johnson against Caldwell Pope. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
It's Jokic, high post. That shot off. Collins with the defensive effort. Outside Johnson. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 9.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
From behind the arc. Connects from downtown.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Now here's Jackson. 17 seconds left here in the first half. 6 to shoot. That one's wide left.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find...
And we've reached half. Trae Young out there with Johnson. Then there's John Collins, and it's Pettit in at the 4 slot. And Johnson is good for 3. He's got 15.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Murray uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who was unafraid to mix it up inside.
Johnson for 3. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Denver trails by 13. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Murray. Soft touch off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Johnson with a bucket.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart. Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Drew. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Young, the pass to Drew. Back to Young. Here's Drew. Pass to Young. There's the 3. And the basket by Drew.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what.
And so the road team gets the W in this one.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. Now the starting group for the visitors. Elton Brand is out there with Carter. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Grant. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. Carter comes in with the double team. Feeds to Davis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'm going to be honest. Like, Anthony Davis could do this all night. Inside the paint, his frame just gives him too much of an advantage.
Connects from 3-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for L.A. 4-point game. Stolen by Gordon. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reeves with it. And Grant sends it back. And 3 from Jordan. Bangs home the trifecta. Jordan's got 6 points.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will. He is a determined finisher. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Davis. The Lakers working the ball around now. Reeves can't hit.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
And here's Gordon from outside in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Brand against Hachimura. And the rejection by Bryant. And here is Jordan. Oh, and he just knocked down the putt. And so we wrap up. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reeves. And it's Reddish in at the 3. Wendell Carter is out there with Grant. Then it's Elton Brand. Then it's Michael Jordan. And it's Gordon in at the 1. And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3-pointer by Michael Jordan. Reeves gets the bucket.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
And here's Jordan outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, Jordan. After D'Angelo Russell's 3-pointer that didn't go. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Clock at 4. And it's Grant in the corner. Back to Jordan. The pass to Grant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles making a switch here. 35 seconds left in the game. To the inside. Carter pulls it in. Outside Gordon. Over in the corner, Brand. For three, knocks down the three ball.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis.
Hey, everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now, New York starting five. Inside, we'll see Anunoby and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at small forward. We've got Wendell Carter. He's out there with Hassan Whiteside. And it's Chalmers in at the one. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This team really relies on Chalmers knocking down threes, spacing the floor. That's where he really brings some value.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Pass to Randall. No good.
I can't lie. I love to see that kind of physical play under the rim. He boxes out and claims the rebound.
Here's Chalmers. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The open shot, Randall. Randall with another miss. For three, Conley. Carter, the pass to Chalmers. From outside the arc. Drains the triple. Chalmers has got his second basket of the night.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. New York, again, can't hit.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you got to play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Drops in the three.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Out left to the wing. The three. And Anunoby pulls it down. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
In transition. Here's Chalmers. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Chalmers has got 12.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something. anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The home team on D. That's tipped. Stolen by Carter. And they're on the run. Here's Chalmers. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the chance points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
New York, again, can't hit. Here's Chalmers. Brunson defending. Launches it. And that was good. Chalmers, he's got 15.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And Mike Conley picks up a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Whiteside against Robinson. Outside Achua. Pass to McBride. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to win the run. Got a hand on it. It's a one-on-one situation. For 3, Conley. Whiteside. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York trails by 17. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Payne, no good. Here's Chalmers. 15 points in the game. There's the triple. That's a miss. His 6th miss in 11 tries. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure. And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Chalmers. After the basket by New York on the other end. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Caspi. Here's the 3. Sure, from 3-point range.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Whiteside. McBride covers. Whiteside, the pass to Chalmers. Drills it from deep. Chalmers has got 18 points in the game.
Chalmers kept his eyes on the rim, playing with confidence.
New York shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Inside. Pass to Conley. He shoots over DiVincenzo, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Jalen Brunson, Ada Bates-Diop out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good. Chalmers.
What a game for this man. Mario Chalmers putting on a show.
Pass to Sims. Here's Kolek. Hey, expanding his range. Here's Anunoby. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. New York making a switch here. He hits the 2nd from the line. Here's Chalmers. Brunson defending. Beyond the arc. And it's Chalmers missing. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. Chalmers has got 24 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Randall, he's checked in for Sims. Just over a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. And it's in there.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Malone can't get it to go. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Brunson. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the 2nd quarter. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Randall's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Here's Lawson. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And some changes here for New York. Achua's checked in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Brunson. Randall against Sabonis. Randall, good.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Here's Roy. They get it back. Lets it go from deep. Randall pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Roy's shot is good. Roy's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Sabonis. From deep. Roy can't get it to go. New York trails by 21. Down low. Here's Randall. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Roy can't get it to go.
He's cold from distance here in the 2nd quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Let's go with a 3. That won't go either for Randall.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Lawson. No good on the triple. A minute 20 left in the 2nd period. To the inside. Knocked loose. And here comes the break. For 3, here's Harris. Knocks down the triple. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, you know, it's all about running the right set, and right there, Harris does just that to capitalize.
Now a timeout called by New York. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, DiVincenzo. To the middle. And a big finish by Robinson.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Here's Lawson. On target from range.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Kolek. Here's Robinson. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Here's Lawson. Counted from distance. Lawson's got 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Payne against Harris. Pass to Kolek. DiVincenzo on the wing. Four seconds left, and it's blocked. 1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Bridges. No points so far. We've got Joe Harris, and it's Lawson in at the point. Now Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. And he makes a first. He's off on the second. So on the floor for the Knicks. Inside, we'll see Anunoby and Randall. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. And here's New York now. Brunson on the drive. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Roy. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Bridges to the inside. Here's Randall. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Randall's got 11 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Knocks it loose. 4-3. Nails it from 3. 12 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Brunson misses. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
New York, again, can't hit. Here's Lawson. He's guarded by Bridges. Fires the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Hard with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively, and the shot goes.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Here's Lawson. He's got 12. Sinks it from distance. Lawson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
He drops it from range.
And you got to have some confidence to fire back like that, Randall, with no shortage of confidence.
Here's Lawson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Randall. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Lawson. No good with the triple. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Brunson missing. Here's Lawson. Brunson defending for 3. Offensive board. Pass to Lawson. Puts up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Lawson's got 12 points in just the second half.
Brandon Roy with the lovely dish.
Brunson passes to Randall. Left side, Anunoby. The fader. The rebound by Malone. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
And here's New York now. DiVincenzo, the pass to Achua. Back to DiVincenzo. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Payne. The wide open shot is on the money. Payne's gotten his second bucket on the night. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Fires in the triple.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
And here's Payne outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Payne's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's good on the putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4, we've got Joe Harris. And it's Malone in at the 4.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And New York has possession. Here's Kolek. Pass to Bates Diop. Outside McBride. Oh, Sabonis with a block. For 3, here's Harris. Malone, the pass to Lawson. From downtown. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Lawson's got 24.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Here's Lawson. He drops it from range. He's got 27. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Achua to halt the run. New York again can't hit. Takes a 3. Pass to Lawson. The 3 is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside McBride. Here's Sims. Back to McBride. New York again can't hit. Harris outside. This one for three. The rebound by Sims. Harris has got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Pass to Achua. Here's Kolek. He shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. From the arc. They get it again. Here's Lawson. The 3. Drains the triple. Lawson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Pass to McBride. Here's Kolek. Clock at 6. To stop the drought. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Lawson. A minute 31 left in the final quarter. The 3 ball. Bates Diop with a rebound. Down low. Here's Achua. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Lawson. And it's all from 3-point range. Over to the left wing, to the paint. Oh, Sabonis with a block. Here's Lawson. The 3. From deep. Fires in the triple. Lawson's got 33. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Kolek. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. From downtown, it's tipped, and they get it back. Pass to Lawson. There's the 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harris against Payne. Rejected by Sabonis. Here's Lawson. From the arc. Basket is good.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback?
And so they get the victory here at home. We saw...